Hello, how's everybody doing today? Today we're doing another Bible study. It's going to be Genesis chapter 43. If you'd like me to come speak at your church or if you have any questions, you can email me at godsohman@gmail.com. Genesis 43 verse 1. And the famine was sore in the land, and it came to pass when they had eaten up all the corn which they had bought out of Egypt, their father said unto them, Go again and buy us a little food. Now remember, they had to go all the way from Hebron all the way to Zothan. It's a very long trip. It's about 200 miles. It's because they had to go all that way just to go back to Egypt to get more food. And Judah spoke unto him, saying, The man did solemnly protest to us, saying, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. Now remember, before Reuben told him this, now Judah, which is the fourthborn, is telling him this. If thou wilt send our brother with us, we will go down and buy thee food. But if thou wilt not send him, we will not go down. For the man said unto us, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. Now if you remember from the last chapter, he kept the brother Simeon in jail until the brothers returned with their brother Benjamin. So this whole entire time that's going on, Simeon's sitting in jail in Egypt. And Israel said, Wherefore deal ye so ill with me, as to tell the man whether he had yet a brother? And they said, The man asked us straitly in our state, if our kindred, saying, Is your father yet alive? Have you another brother? And we told him according to the tenor of these words. Could we certainly know that he would say, Bring your brother down? And Judah said unto Israel, his father, Send the lad with me, and we will arise and go. We may live and not die, both we and thou and also our little one. Now, like I said before, this is the Judah, the fourth son. And remember, Jesus came from the line of Judah. It will surely be for him, of my hand shalt thou require of him. If I bring him not unto thee, and set him before thee, then let me bear the blame forever. So Judah is now saying, I'll take the blame if something happens to Benjamin. And before, Reuben said, I'll take the blame if something happens to Benjamin, and you can kill my two sons. So that's two brothers saying, we're going to watch over Benjamin. For except we had lingered, surely now we have returned the second time. And the father Israel said unto them, If it must be now, do this. Take the best fruits of the land in your vessels, and carry down the man a present. A little balm, a little honey, spices, myrrh, nuts, and almonds. So they're basically saying, let's give this guy a present so that he likes us a little better. And take double money in your hand, and the money that was brought again into the mouth of your sacks, carry it again in your hand, peradventure it was an oversight. If you remember when they bought the grain before, they all found their money sacks were still in their bags. So now Judah's saying, hey, listen, we better bring double money just in case it was a mistake. We don't want to anger him, so take double the money so we can pay him what we owed him before and what we owe him now. Take also your brother and arise, go again to this man, and God Almighty give you mercy before the man, that he may send away your older brother Benjamin. And bereave me, my children, I am bereaved. So he's saying, I hope that by doing this, he's going to release Simeon, and he's not going to hurt Benjamin, because if this happens, it's going to really affect me. And the men took that present, and they took double money in their hands, and Benjamin, and rose up, and went down to Egypt, and stood before Joseph. And when Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said of rule of his house, Bring these men home and slay, and make ready, for these men shall dine with me at noon. So Joseph's telling his servants, Bring these men to my house, make a big feast. These guys are going to actually eat at my house with me at noon. And the men did as Joseph bade, and the man brought the men into Joseph's house. And the men were afraid because they were brought to Joseph's house. And they said, Because of the money that was returned in our sacks at the first time we are bought in, that he may seek occasion against us, and fall upon us, and take us for bondsmen and for our asses. So the 11 men are thinking, it's possible that because we didn't pay him the first time, he's going to take us to our house, he's going to make us our servants, he's going to take everything that we own, and they were very afraid to go to Joseph's house. And they came near to a steward of Joseph's house, and they communed with him at the door of the house. And he said, O sir, we came indeed down the first time to buy food. And it came to pass when we came into the inn, that we opened our sacks, and behold, every man's money was in the mouth of his sack, and our money of full weight, and we have brought it again in our hand. So they're basically trying to get out of this. They're saying, listen, we paid before, we don't know what happened, but somehow our money got paid back to us. And the other money we have bought down to hands to buy food. And we cannot tell who put money in our sacks. And the servant said, Peace be to you, fear not. Your God and the God of your father have given you a treasure in your sacks. I had your money. And he brought Simeon down to them. So the servants telling the men, I don't know what happened. It must be your God must be blessing on you, because I had the money you paid us. I had the money here. So God must have blessed you and just gave you extra money. And then he brought Simeon down to them. And the man brought down the men to Joseph's house and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and they gave their asses provender. And they made ready the present against Joseph come at noon, for they heard they should eat bread there. And when Joseph came home, they brought him in the present which was in their hand in their house, and bowed themselves to him on the earth. And he asked them their welfare, and said, Is your father well? Is the old man of whom you speak, is he still alive? And they answered, Thy servant, our father, is in good health, and he is yet alive. And they bowed their heads and made abstinence. And he lifted up his eyes, and he saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son. And he said, Is this your younger brother, of whom you spake up to me? And he said, God be gracious unto thee, my son. And Joseph made haste for the bowels, did yearn upon his brother. And he sought where to weep. And he entered the chamber, and he wept there. Now, like I said, these guys don't know that this is Joseph that they're actually talking to. And Joseph's really excited to see his brother. And he washed his face, and he went out, and he refrained himself, and said, Set out bread. And they set on for himself, and for themselves, and for the Egyptians. For they did not eat with him by themselves, because the Egyptians might not eat bread with the Hebrews. For it is abomination unto the Egyptians. So there's a law in Egypt that Egyptians don't eat with Hebrews. So Joseph wasn't supposed to eat with them. And he sat them before them, the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to their birthright. And the men marveled one at another. So he sat them down. He said, This is where you're going to sit. And he sat them down in order of their birthright. And he took and sent messages to them before him. But Benjamin's mess was 5 times so much as theirs. And they drank, and they were merry with him. So guys, I appreciate you guys watching another Bible study video. If you have any questions, you can comment below. Also, you can also email me at godsohman@gmail.com. And I will see you guys next time.